Hey guys, a quick tutorial on how to play Breathe by Overgrown. Tuning is E standard. You're going to want to be using a clean guitar with a runner effect and a delay. At least that's what I think sounds closest to what they have. Sound. And you're going to want a distorted guitar tone that's kind of like a DS1 sort of sound. Alright. So first thing we want to do is we need an E sus2 chord. We're going to pick out just one note at a time. So we've got open E, B on the second fret of our A string here, and then our sus2 note, our F sharp, on the fifth fret of the D. So the first thing is, right. Then we want a C major 7. So we want third fret of our A, second fret of our D, and the open B string here. So far we've got alright. Then we have the turnaround. So what you're going to want to do is play the third fret of our E string, play the second fret of the D and slide it up. As you slide it up, you want to hit this B string here, and then we do like a hammer-on pull-off from the 4th fret and 5th fret of our D string, and you end on the 5th fret of the A. Alright, so all together played, it would look a little bit like this. That repeating note pattern over and over again. Then we have the verse guitar. So the verse guitar is actually very similar to the opening guitar in terms of the progression. So still revolving around that E, C, G combo, but we kind of play it just a bit differently. So I'll show you what I mean. So we have open E, and then the F sharp again on the 4th fret of the D. So we're doing like a pedal tone between these two. Then what we want is 3rd fret of the A again for that C note, and this time, at least what I found easiest, was to play the B note, which is this guy, but play it on the 4th fret of the G. And you can't play this pattern. Okay, then you do that same pattern, same picking pattern, but we do it with a G note on the 3rd fret of our E. And we use the 2nd fret of our G here for our A note. So this goes. Alright. So, real quick as it's played, it would look a little bit like this. Just like that. So it actually repeats that whole pattern throughout the whole verse. It doesn't change. The only thing that does happen in the verse that is of note is the second rhythm guitar, which plays the chorus, actually punches in a little bit earlier than that riff finishes, just as it starts finishing out that. You see, the thing is, you can't play both bits at once, so kind of have to pick a lane with that. I think it's easier just to finish the verse guitar off and then go onto the main chorus riff. Okay, so chorus riff. Spoilers, we have the same chords. We're still sticking with our E, C, and G, but this time they're all sus2. So the first one is the shape that you already know, that open 2nd fret A, and then 4th fret D. That guy. Then we have what would be C sus2. So we have 3rd fret on our A, 5th fret on D, and then we have to stretch our pinky all the way up here to get the 7th fret of our G, which makes C sus2. Now, it'd be a lot easier in drop tuning, but we're not doing that. Then if you take that same set of frets and move them one string down, we have G sus2. Alright, so it's just those 3 chords, and the rhythm is something like this. go back to that verse riff that I just showed you, the whole pedal tones. Okay, so the only other part I'm going to explain in this video will be your bridge riff. As for the solo, honestly, my version is just an educated guess. I'm going to put it in the tab, which is going to be in the video description, but it'd be honestly quite difficult for me to explain. So it's kind of one of those, I've tabbed it out, and I encourage you to give it a shot for yourself. But I would say, by all means, make your own alterations, and just use what I've written as a guideline, not necessarily as this is for solo. Because I don't think it is, it's just what I got that sounded closest to me. So before that solo kicks in, there's a key change. And what we have is a B-flat sus2 played up to a G sus2. So B-flat sus2 is up here. So we have our 6th fret on the E, 8th fret on the A, and then 10th fret all the way over here on D. So it'd be helpful if I had the right tone. Yeah, okay. And then we go up to that G sus2, same as what I showed you for the chorus. So it's kind of played with that kind of, it's almost like a Nirvana-esque strum pattern kind of. Honestly, if you're not used to using your pinky for that shape, you will be after learning this song. Anyway, that is all of the rhythm guitar parts. So, like I said, for this solo, it's in the tab. Give it a shot. And that is the song, guys. So I do hope this was helpful, and I'll see you for the next video.